Let's talk about the ramifications of the Biden administration's policies in one of the most ridiculous ways we can. Oh, yes. From the St. Louis Fed on Twitter, they say from the Fred blog, a Thanksgiving dinner serving of poultry costs $1.42. A soybean-based dinner serving with the same amount of calories costs 66 cents and provides almost twice as much protein. Now, they're not saying outright, don't buy turkey, but we get what they're saying. Now, hold on. It would not be an establishment if the media did not jump in and join in as well. So Google search, don't buy turkeys. And what do you see? Well, here's from Mahoning Matters. There's no turkey shortage, but don't wait to buy. From the Des Moines Register, why is there a turkey shortage? Then from Consumer Reports, there is no turkey shortage, followed by PETA, who tells you not to eat turkey. So the prices are going up.
Yeah.
We got a fresh turkey. We went to a farm, and we pre-ordered. Like, they actually raised a turkey from June and got all big, and then they this past Sunday. And they told us, you can't get them in most places. If you want a turkey, good luck. And now that's why the media is telling people, hey, don't get mad you're not having turkey for Thanksgiving. You don't want turkey anyway, right? Hey, this soy stuff is cheaper and better for you. How about that? Now that, and people say to me, that's not Joe Biden's fault this is happening. And I've said over and over again, I've done long segments talking about why it is Joe Biden's fault, one of which is the inflation, gas prices, speculation. I can get into it. But let me ask you, because you're the economics guy. What is it with the Biden administration that's resulting in inflation, high gas prices, food shortages? What is it?
Let me take you back to 2016 in the Trump campaign. And we had a mantra there, the way we were going to grow the economy. And it was simple. It was tax cuts, not to benefit the corporations, but simply to encourage them to bring jobs onshore. It was deregulation to lower the costs and make us more globally competitive. It was energy independence and cheap energy, which again makes us more competitive, puts more money in consumers' pockets to help them be able to buy more and increase their wages. And most of all, it was fair trade. It was stopping the attacks, not just by China on us, but India, Europe, and everywhere else where we had the lowest tariffs in the world and everybody was taking advantage of us. Now, all of those, Tim, are what we call structural changes in the economy designed to increase growth and do it in a way where the productivity would increase and therefore real wages would rise and inflation would be held down. That's the structural macroeconomic approach to prosperity. Now, if you think about what went before that and what has come after that, that answers your question. Before that, what the Biden-Obama administration did for 8 years was double the national debt from $10 to $20 trillion. Think about that. It went from $10 trillion to $20 trillion. That was pure, what we call in economics, pure Keynesian stimulus designed to stimulate the economy, but it didn't work because they didn't address the underlying structural changes. All we got was this, I don't know if you remember the phrase, the new normal. This was like slow growth and stagnant wages. Okay, so we come to Trump, things boom, and then Biden takes over. What has he done? He's reversed all 4 points of the Trump economic growth compass, right? He wants to raise taxes, right? He's slamming on more regulations. He's made just the worst mockery and ruin of our energy policy, and now we're begging the Saudis to pump oil. I'll try a little. Comedy's always hard, but here's a little comedy for you. At the football game tailgates now before the games, they're eating caviar because it's cheaper than cooking hot dogs with propane, right?
There's wing shortages.
Yes, and there's wing shortages. And then the other thing is, like, my job at the White House, as I talk about in the Trump Time book, was supply chains, right? If you have your manufacturing here and your supply chains will stay here. Those are resilient. If you send your factories offshore, here's the thing. Supply chains follow them, right? And therefore you have fragile supply chains at best, broken ones at worst. And so what's happening with the Biden economy right now is there's not enough attention being paid to making it here. I actually wrote the order for the Keystone Pipeline when we first got in. It was the coolest thing. It happened early, but it was cool. I literally did this in 20 minutes. It was probably the fastest executive order ever written, right? But Biden undid that quicker. Right, the stroke of the pen, and so go ahead.
The Keystone Pipeline, I think, is the easiest way to explain to people the rise in prices.
Yeah.
So the first thing you'll get from like USA Today is they'll say Biden's policies are not causing gas and prices to increase and not causing inflation. And then when it comes to the Keystone Pipeline, they'll say the pipeline wasn't set to deliver oil for some time anyway, so shutting it down had no impact on the amount of energy we had. But what it did is that it signaled to many investors and many companies the supply chain for oil is not going to meet the requirements in the coming years, which means buy now because those prices are going up.